Hey girl, welcome to the Girl Evolve podcast. This is your safe space where we talk about all things growth, all things confidence, and all things living with audacity. The title of this episode, before I give you guys the title of the episode and all that sweet stuff, today we are filming in my house and I feel very at home. Honestly, I feel very confident to film this episode today. So now let's get into it. Let's get into why you actually clicked on this video. Okay. Today's topic is something that I'm very passionate about. Girl, you're gonna hear me say that every episode because everything that I talk about here is something that I have experienced or I'm experiencing, that I've learned from, so that we can relate, right? I just want you to know that I can relate to you on a number of different things. Honestly, more than you could even imagine. So today's title is You Are Whole on Your Own. You do not need anybody else. So I want to preface by saying that trusting God requires that you trust yourself. To trust that you are capable of doing that thing that God has placed on your heart to do. We all have different things that God has placed on our hearts to do. Mine is this podcast. Honestly, it's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. It's something that I procrastinated for a year because you are going to have many different people that are going to have many different opinions about what you are putting out there in this world. I had a conversation with a friend yesterday and we were talking about Rema's new song, and he was telling me that the song now currently has over 900k listeners, and I was like, bro, it has surpassed 2.9 million streams on Spotify, I believe. Rema song, if you haven't heard it, is it a crime, girl? I like that song. But yeah, if Rema didn't believe in that song, if he didn't believe that taking is it a crime and sampling it and adding his own touch, his own unique touch to the song would do well and would resonate with other people, he wouldn't have even considered it. Even if all the people on Rema's team or everybody in the world tells Rema that that song is not nice, whatever. If Rema believes that that song is nice, that song will resonate with people. People will like it. It will still go ahead and make views and streams or whatever it is that they get as a result of getting lots of listeners. It will still work. And it's the same way with you. If you want to start a podcast, you want to start a business, you want to start doing something for yourself, if you start and you have a few bad customers or you have a few negative experiences, so far as you continue to believe that what you're doing is working, you can just keep going and it will be working for you because you believe in it and because you have God on your side too. You have God inside of you, you are an expression of God. Why is it not going to work? Like, there's literally nothing that can work against you except you believe you are the secret source. That's literally what this podcast is about. Just to let you know that you are the secret source. It's your universe. It's your world. You get to decide, what is my limit? How do I see myself? The thing that I want to do I think it's going to work? Do I believe that I deserve all the peace, all the joy, all the abundance that comes from having that life that I desire? Do you think you are worthy? If you don't think you are worthy, then you're going to take actions that are in line of somebody who doesn't think they are worthy, and you have the consequences of that, and you go to church and be praying, but you don't even believe what you're saying. You don't even believe that you are somebody that is capable of accomplishing that thing that God has said you can do, that thing that God has commissioned you to do. You don't even think you are capable. You don't even think you are deserving. You don't even think you are deserving of it. You don't even trust that you are somebody that can do it. You don't trust yourself. You don't believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, then you're not going anywhere. Because I can't believe for you. Your father cannot believe for you. Your friends cannot believe for you. Even if your friends believe in you and for you, and you don't believe in yourself, you won't take action. We can see when God came to Gideon in the Bible, when he was threshing the wheat or something like that, and then God tells him, Gideon, mighty man of valor, and Gideon says, "Who is the mighty man of valor? Me." God, I think you have the wrong address, the wrong postal code. But eventually, Gideon had to see himself as the mighty man of valor that God was telling him that he was. If he hadn't believed it, he wouldn't have done it, even though God was calling him a mighty man of valor. God has not called you anything small. God has only called you great things. But if you don't believe that you are capable of achieving those great things and you deserve it, realize that most people end it at capable. No, it's not only capable. It's easy to think we're getting into it. And my voice is going high, so you know that we're getting into it. But it's easy to believe that you are capable of something. But do you believe that you are deserving of all the riches, all the wealth, all the peace, all the joy that comes with it? If you believe that you are deserving of living an abundance life, of living an easy life, living a life of peace, then nobody will have to convince you to do that thing that you are supposed to do to have those results. God can only meet you at the degree of sense of self that you have. God could have only done so much for Gideon. If Gideon didn't believe that he was the mighty man of valor, that these people that are coming against him, he can conquer them because God has said that he will conquer them. If you don't believe then that thing that God has said you are going to be, that dream, that business that God has said you can start and be successful at it, if you don't believe it, then you won't take action. You won't take action. You won't take action and you will be stuck and you will blame everybody else. It's your mom. It's that friend that made it and you did it. They were just lucky. Oh my God, that one didn't do this for me. Look at the man that in the Bible, the man who was at the pool of Bethesda. When Jesus went to the man at the pool of Bethesda and asked him, do you want to be healed? This man was so focused on everybody else. He didn't even say yes or no. They just didn't help me. When the angels came and they set up the pool, nobody wanted to push me in. Because this thing happened to me when I was this age. Or because my mother did this. Girl, stop making excuses. Your pain is valid. It was painful, but you have to stop making excuses. People don't owe you anything. Bruh, the sooner you believe this, girl, the sooner the better. People don't owe you anything. Not your boyfriend, not your man, not your mother, not your friends. They don't owe you anything, but you owe yourself everything. When you start your business and you start to post it on social media, like me starting this podcast and putting it on social media, it would be nice if I post it and it gets engagement and people, I get thousands of views or whatever. But even if people don't, even if I get 0 views on these videos, do I still believe in what I am doing? Do I still think that what I'm doing makes sense and will resonate with at least one girl, with one lady? Do I believe it? If I do, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter anybody outside of me that is saying that, this and this and these are the ways that I see it not working. This and this and this and these are the ways that I see it to work, and that's what I believe and that's what I accept. It's your world, it's your universe. All limitations, all heights, all esteems and whatever are all self-imposed. You are the one telling you this is only how far I will be able to go. That's not what God has said. God hasn't said anything small about you. You have to rise up to where God has said you can get to, even if it's higher than anywhere that you've ever been. This podcast is it's always a vulnerable moment to sit down and feel and record, because everybody has a different mindset. Everybody has different opinions. People have different things. So by me doing this, there's this level of vulnerability that comes with me starting a podcast, especially because I am introducing to you guys a version of me that I am meeting for the first time. This is my first time that I have felt confident enough to share my wisdom or to believe that, yes, I am that girl, or that I deserve the life that, God has promised me, that I'm capable. This is also the first time. So everything that I'm sharing here are things that I'm either learning or have learned. Human anything is worthless. Human appreciation is worthless. Human claps are worthless. They don't mean anything. That's why they just sound and then it's silence. Even if people clap for you for 10 minutes, they will stop. People won't clap for you and cheer for you every single waking day. People have their own lives. People have things that they are struggling with, things even in them that they are not even cheering for themselves for, but you expect them to come and cheer for you. You better start cheering for your own self. Everybody has their own thing. So girl, human anything is truly worthless. You are all that you need. So far as you think what you are doing is working and is good, Just keep doing it. You become unstoppable when you stop relying on people to affirm and validate you. Affirm and validate yourself. God has affirmed and He has validated you. That is all that matters. That is all that you need. This brings me to the end of this episode. You are whole on your own, literally. It's not your boyfriend that makes you whole. It's not the car that you have that makes you whole. It's not anything that is outside of you that makes you whole. It's everything that is inside of you that makes you whole. So you are that girl, whether somebody says or doesn't say it. You are that girl, whether somebody agrees with you or not. What do you think about yourself? What do you believe about yourself? And that's what matters. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're doing this together. You can expect a video every Sunday at 12 o'clock, noon, exactly noon. There will be a video for you to watch, a video that will aid you as you are on this journey of shifting your mindset to one that serves you. My name is Yuta, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, keep evolving.